Floss Tube, it's Kerry and Stitches. It's Friday the 31st of March and this is Floss Tube 143. Hello and welcome. Welcome if you're a new viewer, it's lovely to have you here. Thank you very much for joining me, and welcome back if you're a returning viewer. Lovely to have you here too. I hope you all had a great stitchy fortnight and have managed to get lots of those lovely little X's in. It's been a good fortnight. My stitchy bug spent March going, you know, it's been either like everything or nothing, and we're currently on the, we're kind of, yeah, not quite everything, but definitely not nothing. So I'm loving it and rolling with it. So yeah, but despite that, I did manage to get everything done I wanted to stitch in March done. So woo! What have we been up to? We had Mother's Day since I last saw you. I think I saw you the Friday before Mother's Day, and that was lovely. We did the usual thing. We went to visit my mum, and took her flowers and chocolates and things. We saw my mother-in-law on the Saturday too, and had a few raucous games of Uno. I won too. I was happy, you know. So that was great. What else have we done? We saw my mum for her birthday, and yeah, watched Grand Prix, stitched and zoomed, and yeah, just had a good time. It's the first day of the school Easter holidays. Well, the kids break up. Well, my eldest broke up yesterday, and Lot breaks up, well, in about 7 minutes. So I'm sure I'm going to get a text message. So if I suddenly go, because I'm looking at my phone, reading the message that will have dropped down, she'll ask to go to one of her friends, I'm sure. Yeah, so yesterday I ended up in Liverpool for a scene visit for work. I really enjoy going. It's nice to get out the office, let's put it that way. So yeah, message from Lot. Woohoo, no more school for 2 weeks in capitals. I think she's happy to be broken up. Yeah, so that was nice. It's nice to get out and about. I'll fill you in on what happened shortly. So I have 18 whips at the moment. I have brought in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 whips, plus some finishes too. So they don't even count. So woo! It's a good day. It's a good day. You can tell my new meds have kicked in, can't you? Lots of woo. Right, weather report for Jo. Stopped raining. Bit of a downpour this morning, but Lot will be glad that she hasn't got to walk home in the rain. So let's just jump in. Whips. So I have worked on all 4 of my oldest whips this month for the Daily 30 Travel the Olympics. We have Monkey Wrench by Ink Circles, and I'm doing it with a conversion of Silks for You silks in similar kind of colours, on 40 count Fairy, Forest by Crafty Kitten, which is no longer available. That's where we're at with it. So since you last saw it, I have put in this bit of blue here. So I've got a tiny bit left to do in this motif here. So it's basically just like a bit there, and then that will be that page done, which will just leave me with 1 page to finish, which is the other half of the pink one, the other half of the blue one I'm stitching at the moment. 3 letters, so W, R, E, a couple of tiny brown motifs, and then the 2 corner Quakers. So it is fast barreling towards a finish. So I'm really pleased to be where it's at. It didn't get called for whipwear this month, so I'll probably only put 100 stitches or so into it. But yeah, it's moving along. So that's great news. Next month, sorry, didn't get called for whipwear in April. It wasn't called in this month either. So But I've put 3,000 stitch on it since January, so I can't complain at that. Next up is Tudor Bee. No, Quilting Bee. Tudor Bee's finished. By the Blue Flower. This is stitched on 32 count Bacchus by Chromatic Alchemy. Oh, that's quite true. Look at that. Don't you love it when the light, it all comes right? So not a lot of, I only put 100 or so stitches in and finish this motif and finish the centre. So the bee is done now. So it's just the border and then the two and then the couple of big motifs here to do. And this did get called for April Whip Go. So 1,000 stitches. Let's see how far that will take me on that border. That'll be good. Okay, next up is Spot Sampler. This is by Amanda Butler for Cross Stitcher magazine, and I forget the magazine number. Have I got it written down? 359. And this is just being done in DMC, so that's the colour palette there. Oh, I could show you a whole picture of what it looks like. There you go. Loving this. When you last saw, I had that done to there. Basically I was done kind of cross to there and was working on this motif here, and I hadn't done any of the peacock. So that's the last time you saw. This is stitched on a 32 count Midas by Chromatic Alchemy, and that's where I'm at. Oh, let's just drop it down so it pulls it down. There we go. I love it. Oh, I can find something white to put behind it. Oh. But I can find a board envelope. There we go. So I put the leaves in here, finish that centre motif there. Look. Lots of little doodads and things, a couple of ones up here, the centres of these flowers, these motifs here. And then started working on that glorious, glorious peacock. And I love that. I'm really, really pleased. And this has taken me on to the second and final page. I'm over halfway now. I'm loving that peacock. I might not be saying that once I get into its tail, and there's nearly, I think I guesstimated about 1,800 stitches in the tail alone, or I've still got left to do in the tail. So, but I think it's looking fantastic. I'm loving this. I want to say that got called for Whip Go. What got called for Whip Go? Yes, this did. So this has got another. This got no, did it? I don't know. I was about to say I'll have a quick look, but my phone's there. So I can't remember if this got called for Whip Go now. B definitely did, and I think this did as too. So yeah, we're going to go with this. So there we go. So might have to, I don't know if I'll do all of the tail. Well, I won't do all of the tail because I'm only going to put 1,000 stitches in it, but I think I'll try and sort of just split between doing the tail and let's have a quick look at the picture. Maybe just try and kind of get that done and some of the tail, and maybe that patch there, and start some of this here as well. So I kind of just to vary it a bit, or I might just get really stuck into the tail and go. So who knows? Who knows where it will take me or what mood will strike. I put some stitches into the Pixels That Made Us by PIX Stitch. I expect to get this out again in the next week too. It'll probably get quite a bit of love because there's no Grand Prix until the end of April. So there's one this weekend, and then there's no, so I won't be stitching Grand Prix tracks. So I expect to do this for my sale piece. And since you last saw, I have I finished the bottom row. Oh, good grief! I finished the bottom row here, and then I outlined the whole of that, and that is the A complete. Well, it's not the A complete, that is the outer A complete. So this is the Pixels that made us by PIX Stitch on 20 count charcoal Ada by Zweigart with the call for DMC. So there we go. So basically my target this year was the whole of the letter A, which if you're not entirely, that's what it looks like. So I've just got the middle A to do, and I do want to try and get the at least kind of half of an out the outside of the M done to this year. So I feel like I am definitely on target with what I want to be doing. So because that M is massive, and I just want to get a bit of an inroad into it for ready for next year. Okay, so no picture again. Next up is Santa Quilt by Long Dog Samplers, and this is stitched on a 32 count Cornflower Blue by Colour and Cotton using Sparklies in black and an off-white, and DMC Etoile for the red. So there we are, and that's where we're at now. This fabric not showing up true, it's a lot bluer than, oh, it's showing, so no, I don't know if I can get, even that's still not as dark as it is. So we have all the bunnies finished. I've put the moon, some stars and some snowflakes in. I put the trees and the dog in and started work on the second house. So that second house is about halfway through now, but it's got a lot of, it's got some Smyrnas in, and, was it Smyrnas? Don't know. It's got a lot of backstitch detail in it. Let's go with that. So I can't remember if it's Smyrnas or not. So there we go. So I'm really pleased with how this is going on. And I completed my whip go call for this. It's had both its whip go calls for this year, but I'm still planning on finishing it, and I've only got a page and a half to go, so it definitely feels doable. Oh, Autumn Towne. Autumn Towne by Autumn Lane Stitchery. Looks like that, and I divided this into 12 sections with Sharon's stitching, and to stitch on a section a month, just to try and get it done this year. So that's where we're at. Loving this. This had a whip go call in it for March, and I did I did 5 days, it might have been 6 actually. So the sky is now complete. That is a milestone. So although I stitched in other places, the goal was basically kind of this section. I think I should have started a tiny bit of red, but I just finished the sky instead, rather than doing like 3 rows of red stitches and leaving it. So but I am on target. So April will be, that is basically April. So I need to come down houses and trees here to about here. I think it probably will go. I think it's kind of full. April's block is full coverage, other than about, I think it's like 80 stitches or something crazy like that. I don't think I've got the chart in here. No, I haven't, so I can't check. But yeah, so April's kind of runs down to there. So yeah, this on 18 count Woodland by Fabric Flair for Lakeside Needlecraft. That's an exclusive to them. And I'm doing it in the core 4 colours, other than the 2 Gloriana silks, which I've converted to DMC. The red is DMC 115, and the other kind of autumn coloured one is a mixture of silks from 21st Century Yarns. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of stitching on that this month, and it's not a whip go or anything like that. I've just got to shoehorn it in everywhere. So lovely. It's kind of block stitching, so I do find it goes quite quickly. and I often use it as a travel project because despite it being quite big, I don't need to constantly change colour, so it's make it quite easy. Okay, final whip is that's not a new start. Let's go with that one. And this is Sewn in Friendship. This, as I'm doing, there's a round robin with Heather and Sharon. I can't. We are doing. Oh, well, we're doing that with a slight change to the wording. So, and I'm stitching this on an 18 count Rose Potpourri by Sparklies with my own conversion, which is similar to the called for colours. There we go. So most of the black in the borders and the words have been replaced with Blue Spruce by Gast. Let's guess at Gast. There we go. So last time we saw it, I had some of the green and I think most of where the border is anyway. So I've just finished the bird. Well, done a lot more into the bird. So not a lot of more progress on that. So I really need to get that in this month as well. Excuse me, because we're aiming for posting at the beginning of May, and my section is basically the Quaker. Okay. Oh. Get the whips up off the floor. Okay. So FOs and new starts. Right then, so Abby Bella Stitch has released this weekend's Grand Prix track, and this is the Australian Grand Prix circuit. That's Melbourne. That's Albert Park in Melbourne. So I have started this, and because I was doing this as cast stitching yesterday, I've actually started it in 2 strands rather than 1, which I was doing the other in. That way up. So it's a start, and that's just 18 count white Ada. And then I've got the Bahrain one I completed. I bet you've seen that one. And then I completed last weekend the Jeddah Corniche. And once again, it's got you can't really see them. It's got the sectors in. You can see that close up. So 2 down, 21 to go. And that is just being stitched in the called for DMC, which is 3787, and then I've got just some odd threads just to do the words and the, I can't think what it's called, the words and the sectors in. Okay, so my other finish was Sweet August by Blackbird Designs, and it's called, in the chart is Wild Sunflower on the Sweet August booklet. So, and I did this in kind of my own conversion. So there we go. I'm really proud. The fence should have been white, and I just didn't want white, and I didn't think it'd show up, so I went with I don't know, I want to say something chocolate, but I don't think it was. Let's have a quick look. Cocoa bean. Okay, I wasn't far off, so there we go. So that's 36 count Ivory Linen by Zweigart. So I'm really pleased with that. I think it's really pretty. I had to satin stitch the fence, didn't like that. Fortunately, it was 2 rows of satin stitch that was if I say 2 of 1, that's what it says. Same height as a regular cross stitch, so over 2, but every 1, if that makes sense. So it kind of, it wasn't, I always find if I do bigger satin stitches, they don't go, so that was quite, didn't look terrible, let's put it that way. Okay, finish. I've got a couple of other finishes. I've got 4 finishes since I last saw you. That's pretty good going. Okay, so Gingerbread Cottage by Mill Hill. There we go. Oh, I'll show you that. It's solid, isn't it? That was a Christmas present from my mum. I love it. Really pleased with how it turned out. There was a lot of white beads, if I can say on that. And then pop some felt and a hanger on the back of that. So hence why it's all still kitted up. So and then using Durene Jones freebie, which is called Black Cat. That one there. I just used the hat to stitch a little Halloween ornament on my lovely little thread sorter. Oh, it's not fully glued down yet, but there we go. So little witch's hat from my little black cat tag from Heather. So I just need to attach a little hanger and actually glue it on a bit better there. So yeah, but I thought it was cute, and I put some beads, kind of Mill Hilled it. So, and that's just lovely little quick stitch for everybody, but it counts as a finish, so that's fun. Okay, proper new start. So as I said, I went to Liverpool for work yesterday, and decided that we had to go to 2 places in Liverpool, and I decided that as we were driving between the 2 places, I wasn't driving, my colleague was driving, I would start something to remind me of Liverpool. I mean, it was a pretty kind of average work outing, so it wasn't like we did something any super special in Liverpool, but I was kind of like, when in Liverpool, you start a Beatles themed something. So I've had Eleanor Rigby kitted up for ages. This is Blackbird Designs and part of their Magical Mystery tour series. I've had this kitted up since last summer, and I love this chart. So I decided that, bearing in mind I decided this on Wednesday evening. I was like, I'm going to Liverpool, I must start something. I'm doing the Eleanor Rigby version, not Sweet Baby, because you can do the same chart in a different colourway, which is the Sweet Baby one, but I'm doing Eleanor Rigby. And I have picked a 36 count, no I haven't, 32 count Chromatic Alchemy, no I haven't, 32 count Durene Designs fabric in Galaxy, and I'm just using the DMC. So I didn't get very far because I was too busy taking in the sights as we drove from one side of Liverpool to the other, pretty much through the centre and along by the docks. So, well, maybe the docks aren't part of the centre, but we drove near the docks. So we went past the Royal Liver building. Here's me cast stitching. And there's my teeny tiny stars on Eleanor Rigby. But it's a start, and I did it in Liverpool, so that's all that matters. So this is, that's fairly true, this is Galaxy by Durene Designs. And this was a fabric of the month, but I have a feeling she put it into a regular line, but I'm not entirely sure. So there we go. That's all I did. So, but I had a new start called for Whipgo, and this is it. It's for April, so a couple of days early, but I'll be forgiven for being in the right place at the right time. I must put it into a different project bag because the project bag doesn't fit the chart, as you can see. So it was just a smaller one that would fit in my bag. Yeah, so that's one of my Whipgo calls for April. My original plan, which I'd planned up until Wednesday evening, was I was going to start this Lizzie Kate spring string. I'm still going to start it because it's only going to take me 4 or 5 days to do. So, and I'm going to do it on some Star Sapphire by it's 32 count. I love this fabric for like a really basic. I just love the colour. It's a really lovely kind of green. That's an old finish, and that is Thankful string, I think it is. So I've been working through these strings for a few years. I have them they constantly live in this little pouch, kitted up. Well, there's no threads in these kitting up, but And that will then just leave me two, Spooky String and Snowy String. I missed an opportunity for Christmas for that one, so, well, winter. So there we go. So that's my New Start plan. And my other whip go call for April, so we're kind of into plans now, is Well Rounded. And I put these on my whip go board 4 times, one for each season. So let's have a look, where am I? So spring, I just need to finish that one, and then the other seasons I've got the 2 here, the medium and the large ones to do. So autumn is this set here, which is lovely. So here's my autumn fabric. These aren't the Cool for fabrics. These are the ones I found in a charity shop. I literally found, I'll just throw threads on the floor. So there's the charts, and I forget what colours they are. It's, you know, it's whether you can kind of just see the colours. And I found these 4 pieces in a charity shop. Now, I never find decent fabric like this in a charity shop. You just don't get it here. You might get a bit of Ada. So that's where I am with the spring. That's winter, I think. Is that winter? I don't even know. I haven't done these in such a long time. Oh no, that's summer, which I think was like on a milk chocolate or something. And then we had the, oh, this is winter. Just the red houses. There we go. And it was just kind of just crazy that these fabrics just went so well. So this is autumn. There's the fabric. So just about big enough to get all 3 on. They're not quite, I think these are 28 counts, and it should have been 32, but I'll go with it for the right colour. It means I've got to slightly cut the boards a bit different, but that's fine. So yeah, 5 days on these. I don't know how far that will get me, but we will see. It is what it, you know. I'd love to get, I mean, my plan is these are on my card, on the cards to be finished this year. So so we will see how I get on, but just gonna, well, we'll just go with it. We'll just see what happens, and hopefully I will get some really good progress. I'd like to get, in that time, in my 5 days, I'd like to get a whole one finished, and I'd like to get a whole one finished of autumn, and hopefully like the second one started. So and I didn't show you what I was going to do for stockings. So at some point this month I'll need to do a bit of work on stockings, and I've got 2 left out of the 12. That one. And that one. So I've got the July stocking, which I'm going to do the rose, and then I'm going to do, out of the May book, I'm doing that one there. So, and I think I'll do the May one next, because obviously May is closer. So that is my plan. Oh, didn't put those away. So that's my plan for those. So let's recap the plans. And so, okay, so plans. 100 stitch or so. Yeah, so these are my April plans. So some of them you might see in my next whip go. Some of them is my next floss tube in the middle of the month, and others not until the end, which might not get done on the end because kids' birthdays. When you see me. Okay, so 100 stitches in monkey wrench and stockings. So I'll start that new May stocking, and 100 stitches will give me a page finish for monkey wrench too. And then my other whip go board is 5 days on Eleanor Rigby and 5 days on the Autumn Well Rounded. So that's that. I'm going to start that Lizzie Kate string. I'd like to try and push it and try and get it done this week, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's have a look what else. My Halloween small for the daily 30 ornament along is on order from 123. That should be here, I would imagine, next week. So it's just a Mill Hill kit. I haven't decided what I'm doing for Christmas, and I haven't decided what I'm doing for my small yet. So we will see. We will see. Let's have a look. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it. So Spot Sampler and Quilting Bee will get 1,000 stitches each this month. Okay, teeny bit of haul, and then we've got giveaways and we're done, because this is getting long. I like to try and keep around 30 minutes because I feel that that is quite enough of me, quite frankly. So the last of my market orders came in from my market personal shopper. So this, although it's not a market release, it's something I've wanted for ages and was able to get hold of, which is the Spooky Book by Lindsay Stitches, because I love this one. I love Goth Chicken. I think it's hilarious, and I also really like the Shiny Things Needle book and the 4 and 20 Blackbirds there. So, and then the other 3 charts are those ones there: Grave Fellows, Broomstick Brigade, which I have got in one of the Just Cross Stitch Halloween edition, and then Will Scare for Candy Corn. But I can see me doing Grave Fellows and then those 3. So that's mine. So I really wanted that. I loved this one. This is New York Dreamer Winter in a Box. Loved it. I don't know what drew me to it, but I mean, you know me, and I love my Halloween, my Christmas stitching. But I just loved it. I don't know, just kind of with the sleigh and the gorgeous blue house. So I've never stitched a New York Dreamer chart before, and I think a very popular chart at market, A Honey of a Tiny Town. So this is my first tiny town, and I do want them all because I think they're amazing. So yeah, love this. Can't wait to. Oh no, you've upset me, Cecilia Turner. It's Lazy Daisies in it. Where are the Lazy Daisies? I don't see Lazy Daisies. There's a stitch diagram for them. Oh, bee wings. Oh, okay, that's fine. They're not. You haven't got to try. It'll be fine. I found a couple of really good freebies. I started following somebody new called Rose Craft, and she's got 2 great. Well, every season she's releasing a freebie. So it was a Union Jack. She was taking down her winter one, but I managed to I got that on the day it was released, and she hadn't taken down the winter one yet, so I have the winter one too, which I thought were fantastic and really cute, because you know, it's got like bunnies and chicks and stuff in it, and rain and sunshine. Yeah, so and birds and eggs and things. So love those. They were a great find. And my first piece of fabric from Fabrics by Crafty Kate came in. Joined her Kate's Fabric of the Month Club, doing an 18 count Ada in a 13 by 18 size piece. And this doesn't have a name, it is just the Fabric of the Month. And it's that lovely, pretty aqua blue. Wait, really good clouds, so really pleased with that. And that came yesterday. So Kate, I've linked Kate below, and I will link, I'll try and remember to link Roz Clark down below as well. So that's that. Okay, winner chicken dinner. So this was last time, and the keyword was rabbit, and we had 2 entrants, and Coco Cross Stitcher, you are the winner. So if you can drop me an email, my email is below, and I'll get that in the post to you at some point in the future, because as anybody who had one of my giveaways last time knows, that takes a bit of time sometimes. I've cleared all my postage. I'm up to date. I am up to date. yeah. So send me your address. And I know this is a very popular chart. Lots of people have stitched it. But if anybody wants knee high by the 4th of July, just pop me a message below and we will use the keyword knee, Knee, knee. So yeah, drop me a keyword and I can get that. Post anywhere, be over 18, don't say, you can give me your address, don't say giveaway, all the things, you know the drill. No new floss tubers this week, or nobody for the under 1,000 subs club, because I haven't really watched floss tube. Work's been busy, and family and life and Formula 1. So I'm only really getting to watch F1 really at the weekends at the moment. Floss tube at the weekends, and sometimes it's just too busy. So, but at least the Grand Prix this weekend is early, so I should have watched it before we go out and do all the weekendy things. Our Aldi's been closed for a refit for a week, and I need to go tomorrow because it reopens tomorrow, and I am dreading it because it's going to be heaving. But I need to do a food shop because when I finish here, I need to make a decision on what we're going to have for dinner, because we're a bit old Mother Hubbard. So, don't you hate? That is one of the things I hate as being an adult, making dinner decisions. So, we've got a Tesco across the road, but I just like Aldi. So I do pop over, do the doing. You know the drill. You know the drill. So that's my job for this afternoon, and then I'm going to stitch, and I'm going to do some stitches into Eleanor Rigby and my Grand Prix chart. So yeah, right, I'm going to go. Take care, friends. Have a great stitchy fortnight. I'll be back in 2 weeks with hopefully lots of progress and maybe an FFO or two. It's the Easter holidays, so who knows how much I'm going to get done. I want to get the sewing machine out because I've had a stack of fabric kitted up with zips and everything to make some project bags, and I could do some project bags, and I want to make a Formula 1 one, but I need to order the fabric for that. Anyway, I will see you all in 2 weeks' time. Take care, friends. Happy stitching. Bye-bye.